Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video is just going to be an overview of the excellent Deathbringer Miniatures from Westphalia Miniatures. So these are a companion to the Deathbringer Kickstarter, which is being launched by Professor DM, and at the time of recording this video it has achieved its backer status on BackerKit, so looking forward to that being delivered later on in the year. But let's get started with the eponymous Deathbringer himself. So what I love about these minis is that they're not overly festooned with detail. He's quite a comical character, but that befits the class of Deathbringer, as they're supposed to be chemically altered humans, sort of like the fighter on steroids. And of course there's also a female variant, the Death Bride, who is a suitably Frazetta style female figure, again comically large horns, and displaying some kind of 6-pack, 8-pack, whatever pack that is. I love these minis because, as I say, this character has only got one purpose in life, and that is to slay with that big axe, and that's what we like. Then we have the really excellent sculpt of the Plague Doctor. I didn't have a Plague Doctor in my collection, and this is a really cool character. Can be a villain, can be a PC. This is what I think in the Deathbringer universe goes for a Cleric, which is yeah, probably a lot scarier if you're the patient, if this guy turns up and has to heal your broken leg. We have a very simple rogue with a sort of weird rope and what looks like either some sort of knife or throwing knife maybe attached to the rope. Really like this character. I thought the one-legged trouser treatment was really unique. Hadn't seen that before, and really simple to paint. Then we have I believe this is the Bounty Hunter, although I think in the Deathbringer universe they also call this the Witch Hunter. But this character is incredibly reminiscent of a certain Ash from The Evil Dead. Again, really nice sculpt, not too over complicated with detail. Really like the cloak on the back and that big maul or whatever it is. So really cool character. We have the fighter. I believe that the original player of this character was a bit of a fan of Mr. T, and it really comes across in the sculpt. Really like the simplicity of this character. It's just a guy with a big sword, you know, and muscles, and pretty much that's all you'd really need if you're a fighter. Probably my least favourite miniature from the bunch. Not that it's a bad miniature, it's just that there's an awful lot going on with this mini. We've got, you know, Blue Flame, she's carrying a torch. None of the other characters are carrying torches, and we've got these weird sort of flaps of cloth that are billowing out. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. This, by the way, is the Doomscribe, and I think some of the art from inside Deathbringer was had a much better depiction of this character. My least favourite is the 80s hairstyle, but anyway, not a terrible miniature. I'd give it sort of 7 out of 10, but the weakest one from the bunch. one of my favourite minis is the Battle Nun. I mean, look at that pose. That is just absolutely bonkers. And, you know, I wanted to go away from the classic nun sort of look, so I gave her a white wimple. And just love how, you know, forthright and full of faith she is. Great mini. Great work on the cloak again. It really helps to do the different coloured inside to set off the pale skin and the white clothes against it, the white bikini. Love it. And then finally we have Professor DM himself, a suitably subtle miniature. And of course you have to do the black cloak, red interior to give him that Dracula sort of vibe. You know, really like this miniature. Very useful for any kind of scholar, librarian, or you know, any kind of patron miniature that you might have in your game. There we go. So yeah, that's the last of the miniatures, Professor DM. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next episode.